inexcusable. I did everything in my power to make sure the truth never came out. And now you're telling me that all my hard work is unraveling because of a DNA test.
I don't care what the test says! Ain't this other guy? You can't say that we're the same person, right? Oh, man. Just leave it up to John McBain to screw up this badly.
Todd, you saw the results.
I don't care. I don't care about the results. They're fake. They're a fake, like this other guy is a fake. I'm gonna get this other test back. I'm gonna look at it, and you'll see. Todd Manning. What's with you?
I was just thinking about what Star said. The possibility that you guys could be twins.
Even if Irene Manning were alive, she probably still wouldn't know what's going on.
Well, you could be right.
I just wish we could ask her.
This is my responsibility. The prisoner escaped under my watch, and I failed to retrieve him from Landview. I can't tell you how sorry I am, Miss Manning.
Malcolm, after all of these years, you really must call me Irene.
If I was a twin, don't you think I would know about it?
You didn't know that Victor Lord was your biological father for half your life, okay? I am not saying I believe it, but there are still a lot of questions about your birth.
We could call a psychic.
You can call a psychic.
No, I don't need a psychic or anybody else to tell me that I'm your brother. But I wouldn't mind hearing from you that you believe what's true.
Hey,
Hey, Tomas.
may I come in?
Well, actually, I thought we kind of agreed that, you know, you were going to give us some space because of everything that was going on with the
Mom, Jack and Sam are asleep. I'll give you guys some
No,
breakfast.
sweetheart, you don't have to. It's going to...
Actually, I was on my way to go see James anyway. You two have a lot to talk
Star,
about.
I just...
She's right, you know.
She always is.
Do have a lot to talk about. But if you want me to leave, I will.
No, come on, man. It would be nice to talk to someone who's not looking for answers, because I certainly don't have any, and Star and Dorian, I want to know how I feel about Todd.
Well, I'm afraid I'm looking for an answer too, Blair. But it's not about him.
Well, what about that?
Us. You forged the results.
Are you finished?
Are you done siding against me?
I'm not siding against you. I am siding against your ridiculous conspiracy theories. Why don't we entertain Jack's theory that you were cloned? Yeah, that sounds very viable, don't you think? You were cloned. Sure, why not?
So no one in this town has ever tampered with a DNA test?
I know that is a possibility, but there is no indication that is what happened.
No, I don't care. He's a clone. He's a twin. He's an obsessive admirer. I don't care. Doesn't change the fact that he's trying to steal my life.
You do believe I am who I say I am.
In my heart, yeah, I do believe it. I can't say it until we get the results of the new test.
You know, he tampered with the results of the first test. It's the only possible explanation.
Thank you, Irene. And as I told you before, I believe that the situation in Landview is salvageable.
You are an optimist.
A realist. So the DNA results match up with both men. It doesn't tell us who they really are. No one in Landview will know who the real Todd Manning truly is.
Someone's gonna take your life away from you.
Yeah, you already started with Viki.
That's not true, Todd.
Don't tell me it's not true. She's already made up her mind. She wants him as her brother, not me.
Look, I understand your feelings about the man who calls himself my brother, okay? But I swear to you, that's who he really thinks he is. Besides, if he were going to alter your test, he would not have made you Todd Manning as well.
He's got you fooled, sis. He's good. Maybe he's got Victor Lord's blood in him after all.
Well, if he does, then there's your answer. You know. I just wish we could talk to Irene. Although she wouldn't give me a straight answer, would she? Do you know, she was my close friend for years. And I never once suspected she was having an affair with our father.
Maybe you're right. The DNA test won't give them any answers.
If anything, it'll only raise more questions.
Yes. But I know Victoria Lord. She was my best friend. And Viki is no fool. This little mistake of yours is going to point her right in my direction. If only you hadn't let our best man go. Tomas Delgado would have done the job.
Are you serious? I can't even think straight, much less try to figure out how I feel about you.
Come on.
What?
Is it really that difficult? You said you weren't going to pursue things with me while there were still questions about Todd. Well, now we have answers. Well, some kind of an answer. You saw the DNA test, right?
Yeah, and they're both identical, and I'm not buying that any more than you are, so why don't we just wait till the new DNA tests come back in?
What if they say the same thing? You're still going to have questions.
Of course I am, because we're talking about the father of my children.
And while you're trying to figure out who that man is, where does that leave us?
When I found out about the affair, I felt so betrayed. Not just by him, but by her as well. I mean, we had shared everything. And unfortunately, as a result of finding out, every single memory I have of our time together is tainted. There's a photograph in here of us, Irene and me, at our homecoming dance, and I look at it and I think, oh, well, I'm sure she was going to meet Father right after the dance. And I have to wonder about the boyfriend that she had the summer that I was away. You know, if she had been alive when I found out the truth, I would have given her a piece of my mind.
I've seen you when the gloves come off. It was a good thing she's dead.
Does it really make a difference if you're on Viki's radar? She thinks you're dead.
True.
Everyone in Landview does.
True. But what's that old saying? The reports of my death are greatly exaggerated.
Twain. Mark Twain, but that quote's been mangled over the years.
Why, Malcolm, you have always been full of surprises. Right up to the end.
Let's not get into this now, okay? Let's just wait until the DNA tests come back, okay?
Blair, why does that test even matter? Huh? Why are you letting either Todd dictate your relationship with me? 8 years ago, before Todd showed up with a new face, you weren't even together, were you?
No.
And the Todd we all know now is married to my sister. You're not too broken up about that, are you?
Of course not.
I know he's the father of her children, and I don't take that lightly. But Blair, what does it matter who is and who isn't Todd Manning? You're over both of them, aren't you?
Of course I am.
Good. Good. I just wanted to make sure.
I don't understand. What was the betrayal? That it was your father or that it was your best friend?
They were both equally awful.
Oh, okay, fine. But if you had to choose one, what would it be? Choose one, come on. Just one. You're no fun at all.
For heaven's sake, she was young enough to be his daughter.
Oh, and Victor, you know, he had such a strong sense of morality otherwise. The guy never met a line that he didn't cross.
What? That hurts your feelings? There's something on my shirt?
No. God, you are so much like the brother I used to know.
No, I'm not like your brother. I am your... Viki, I'm your brother.
Viki is not siding with him over you. She offered him a place to stay. She'd do that with anyone.
Yeah, she likes to take in strays. But she's not making him stay in the carriage house. And I can tell you, he's taking advantage of it. Viki doesn't even think I'm me anymore.
You don't know that that's true.
Yeah, I do. The only one who still believes in me is Jack. Everyone else thinks I'm an imposter. A star. Have you seen the way she looks at me? You have any idea how that feels, do you?
This is hard on everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see, Blair. Who started to act like I'm a stranger?
No, she hasn't.
Let's focus on you. Shall we? Tell me you're not thinking about him right now. Come on. Tell me. Tell me that you're not wondering if he's really the man you love. Can you look me in the eye? Tell me that.
I can't do this.
Why not?
I just feel like it's going too fast.
Ah, Blair. You know, it wasn't that long ago we were trying to spend the night together.
Yeah, I know, I remember.
So what's stopping you? I've told you everything you want to know about my life. What's it going to take to make you trust me?
Trust you? How could I trust a man whose job is to murder my ex-husband? Huh?
I told you I was lied to. I thought Todd was an enemy of the state. I thought you understood that.
I did.
Really? And why is it still coming up? Maybe this has nothing to do with my past or what I did. Maybe it has everything to do with the guy with the scar on his face.
It kills me that my own kids won't accept me. He has completely brainwashed Jack against me.
He's the only father
Star
that Jack has ever known.
Came and gave me a pop quiz. She tried to catch me like I'd forget something, some important detail. I remembered everything.
And did she believe you?
Well, yeah, she chalked it up to me having read Todd's unauthorized biography. It's not just her. Blair, Taya said that I will never meet our daughter.
It's a complicated situation
Yeah,
for
that's
all of us.
one way to put it.
Well, how would you put it?
Here's the thing. I fought really hard to get here, to come home. And I didn't think that everybody would welcome me with open arms. But I was counting on you. You haven't even offered me a hug.
My brother doesn't like being hugged.
Right. Okay, you caught me. Nothing but a great big fake. That happened, right? The other DNA test is going to prove that I am your brother, and then you're going to want to hug, and I don't know if I'm going to be in the mood.
What if the results are the same? What do we do then?
I can't think about that. I've got so many questions, and nobody has any answers.
What are you doing?
Malcolm? That should be fairly obvious by now, shouldn't it?
Miss Manning,
Irene.
we've worked together for years, and I have been nothing but trustworthy and loyal.
A dog is trustworthy and loyal. I needed you to be competent. You were sloppy instead.
The prisoner got the better of all of us.
For which you took full responsibility. I gave you an opportunity to make it up to me, but you failed. Besides, you know far too much about me. And him. Take care of him.
I'm gonna ask Lois to fix your room, okay?
Not the one with Victor Lord's portrait in it, please. Not that one.
I took that down years ago.
To hell with you, Delgado.
Might want to hold off on the heavy drinking until after I kick your butt.
Isn't that the game that the other more awesome Todd used to play?
Shut up.
Well, I wouldn't even know the rules, would I? Isn't that another life?
You're a real jackass, you know that?
I bet it's subtle, I'm Todd Manning.
You want money or not?
Don't you put this off on anybody else, because this is all about you, Tomas, and how you have never, ever been honest with me.
So this has nothing to do with either of those two men?
No! And even if one of them were lying to me, you're the biggest fraud of all. You're trying to pass yourself off as some kind of bohemian artist.
I am an artist.
You're an assassin for the CIA.
Oh, I was just supposed to start off with that? I was trying to protect...
Don't protect me, okay? I don't need it. All my life, people have told me lies, all in the name of protecting me. I don't want that kind of protection. I want the truth.
I have told you every truth I know to tell. Except maybe the one that matters. Damn it, I think I'm falling in love with you.
I don't even know what to say to that.
You don't have to say anything. I know I have a long way to go before you'll trust me. But I'm not giving up on you, Blair. You want to know things about your ex? I'll find them out. I will do whatever it takes to make you forgive me. And then I'll make you forget everything there is to know about both those guys calling themselves Todd Manning.
Your room is all